Guys, we'll start in next 2 minutes.
Okay. Guys, any one of you, can you please confirm that I am visible and audible? Please confirm that. You can type in the chat box. You can type in the Q&A box or chat box to just let me know. Yes, Bharat. Chalo, okay. Thank you, Bhageshri. Okay. So guys, very good evening, everyone. We are here. First of all, let me introduce myself. I am Karan Agarwal. I am a chartered accountant and CFA level 3 pass out, qualified ACCA member. I am here to explain you things, everything about from A to Z about the CFA program, Chartered Financial Analyst. I am a guest faculty at EduPristine teaching ACCA and CFA to the students. Thank you. Okay, so this is again a very short session for less than an hour, explaining you from A to Z about A to Z, brick by brick. We are going about this entire course. What is this course? How will this course help any student? What is the fee structure? What is the examination pattern? What is the time which is required to complete the paper? What is the cost? Everything one by one we are going to do. So any queries, any of the students having any queries, either you can raise hand or you can type in the Q&A box. I will try to address that. Still, if there are any queries which suppose I am not able to answer it right now, you can maybe with respect to some administrative issues, then you can talk to the administrative staff at EduPristine. They will be able to manage your queries. Okay, so technical part, let's start. You can drop your questions in the Q&A box at any point of time. As in when I get to see that, I will reply. So basically, CFA, Chartered Financial Analyst, it is a US based course, and that is why wherever you might have seen on LinkedIn as well, CFA, जो भी CFA के लिए होता है, CFA bracket US, U.S. Why? Because this is a US based course. The CFA Institute is the mother body which regulates this course. Actually, there used to be a CFA course in India, CFA India as well, but that is like very old story. Hyderabad, I think so. That was a Hyderabad-based body who was regulating CFA India, but that was not acceptable, and वो पूरा body को ही बंद कर दिया गया. Now we have there's one CFA body, that is CFA US, which administers this course. So for enrolling into this course, we have to get registered with CFA Institute. There are certain prerequisites, like you have to have a passport for registration in CFA. That means if you have to give exams, compulsory passport is required. Sir, why do we need passport? Do we have to go outside India for giving exam? No, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Even if you have to give exams in India, still you will have to compulsorily have the passport, because passport is like your entry ticket for your examination. We'll discuss what all things are extremely important from the course point of view. So let me give you one brief background about what this course is. basically chartered financial analyst, as the name suggests. Chartered का मतलब होता है supreme. Financial analyst मतलब basically this course revolves around finance background. That means anyone who wants to enter into the finance domain, this is considered as a gold standard. ये course एक gold standard है. मतलब whenever you clear level 3 or rather level 2 of CFA, still people will recognize you as a person of great intelligence with respect to finance. Not talking about overall, but yes, with respect to finance, yes. Why? Because the curriculum is structured in such a way that you will be having in-depth knowledge of what finance is from start, from I would say one brick to the last brick of the entire portion. The CFA course is divided into 3 parts: level 1, level 2, and level 3. You have to clear level 1 to give level 2. You have to clear level 2 to give level 3. Level 1 considered to be easy. Level 2 considered to be more difficult. Level 3 is considered to be easier as compared to level 2. Matlab, actually the graph is level 1 is here, level 2 is here, level 3 is little below level 2. Ab tum bologe, sir, why is level 2 more difficult than level 3? This is how actually the course is structured. Reason being, the difference in level 1 and level 2 is very wide, very huge. Level 1 is considered very simple. If you have little bit knowledge of the finance background, you can easily clear level 1 with 250 to 200 hours of studies. Level 3 requires substantial, I would say, efforts from your side. Level 3 considered practically, you would say, if you take a sample of 100 people, out of 100, they will say 80 people will say level 2 was more difficult than level 3. Bharat Soni is asking, sir, I am a CA inter student and I want to go into investment banking. Should I go for CFA instead of CA? Definitely, Bharat. Not just because CA is not a good degree. I am myself a chartered accountant. That does not mean CA is not a worthwhile degree, but CA is more into accounting background. See, CA is more into accounting. Therefore, accounting, taxation, finance, costing, the knowledge of everything is given to a CA. In CFA, you are just learning core finance, nothing else. So when you are doing core finance, obviously you will be learning things which are not learned in CA background, CA course. Therefore, I knew there are so many of my friends, colleagues who wanted to enter investment banking but could not do so even after clearing CA with a rank, because the employers used to say you come with an MBA in finance degree or a CFA degree. We recognize CFA, we recognize MBA in finance more for finance rather than CA. Samajh mein aata hai? So yes, definitely it is considered to be a gold standard, like I said. Okay. So CFA Institute, more than 1,70,000 charter holders. Charter holders are people who have cleared their level 3 of CFA and have done some work experience requirements. There is some work experience requirement. I will come to that at a later point of time. Plus, you have to pay some membership fees. If all the conditions are satisfied, then you can call yourself as a chartered holder. I am not a charter holder because of some reason, which I will tell you at a later point of time. But yes, there are 1,70,000 charter holders. People who clear CFA level 3 can say, yes, I am a CFA level 3 pass out. But they will not be a charter holder. What are the companies who will employ CFA charter holders? Yes, CFA cleared, level 2 or level 3 cleared. JP Morgan, United Bank, RBC, Bank of America, HSBC, Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, Credit Suisse, BlackRock. So basically, all the companies which are into core finance. First of all, CFA is not a substitute to CA. This is like you are comparing apple with oranges. The CA course is designed in a different manner, giving you different skills. CFA course is designed in a different manner, giving you different skills. So don't compare apple with oranges. Yes, if you want to enter investment banking, the more relevant course is CFA. If you want to enter accounting, taxation, costing, management field, monthly MIS preparation of such courses, then you should go for CFA. Sorry, you should go for CA. So both are different. Don't just try to compare both of them. The comparison itself in a way is void. What if I don't have much knowledge about finance? How difficult is CFA for me? See, CFA Institute does not tell you that you should have some background about finance. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. You can start from scratch. The efforts which is required to clear the paper might be more than the person who is already into the finance background. Obviously, if I have cleared CA and I already know some facets of the finance background, it will be easier as compared to a person who is starting afresh. But that does not mean it is impossible. You will realize the passing percentage for level 1 is approximately 50%. Matlab 45 to 50%. Matlab out of every 100 students, 45 to 50 students will pass the exam. For level 2 and level 3, it is much more, which is around 55%. मतलब क्या, out of every 100 students 55 students are passing. Level 2 and level 3 का passing percentage is more, level 1 का passing percentage is less. 45 to 50 is for level 1, level 2 and level 3 it is around 55%. This is, the passing percentage is not static. कभी वो 53% होगा, कभी 56 होगा, कभी 55 होगा. I am just telling you an average. But yes, you can say that more than 50% of the students clear. Bhageshri is asking 4 years experience in accounts, cleared MCOM, and I am doing MBA PGDM from NMIMS University. Is CFA good? Bhageshri, that depends on your career aspirations. If at all you want to continue in specifically in accounts, nothing else, then I would not suggest you to go for CFA. But if at all you want to change the field, if you want to explore finance more, if you want to check lucrative career options like investment banking, private equity, finance background, finance of any company, dealing with bankers, negotiating contracts of the bankers, foreign currency transactions, treasury, funding, loan syndication, these are all the finance related options. So if you want to go into such arena, such domain, then definitely this is a very good course for you. Specific accounts, you can learn from normal courses as well. See, accounts is a subject in CFA, but that is a small subject. Ayyappa is asking, I am completely into technical background. See, first of all, CFA, I have seen many people, when I used to study my CFA long back, I knew there are people who were from science background, engineering. People after clearing engineering, they want to enter finance, they start with CFA. For them, it becomes little difficult because their background is totally different. They are into engineering, coding. I don't understand all that things, but still they manage to clear it. So that means that you need not have prior experience, a prior knowledge of finance. You can start with scratch anyway. The classes which is going to start will not presume that you already know everything. The presumption is that you don't know anything. Everything will be start brick by brick. Samajh mein aata hai? Okay. CFA is a degree or certification. Basically, it is a certification. Can a BCom student join CFA? Would it be easier? Durga, this will be answered in a very short while. Having 10 years of work experience in wealth management with MBA in finance degree, how would CFA help me? Deepak is asking this question. Deepak, I would suggest you already have a very good experience of 10 years in the wealth management financial background. CFA will be comparatively easier for you. CFA, how can CFA help you? CFA can help you climb the ladder at a faster pace. See, if you don't have any educational qualifications, it becomes difficult for your boss to promote you. If you have the relevant experience and the relevant knowledge and the relevant qualification, it will be a catalyst for you to grow in your job. So yes, anonymous attendee, you need not type the same question again and again. I am going to answer everything whenever I read the question, because see, there are so many students, so many people currently attending the course, so I need time to just answer the queries. Chalo, let me now start with the CFA course. Otherwise, I will keep on answering your queries, and the main part, the main crux will be lost. Whatever queries you have, guys, anyway will be solved via the presentation. The presentation has the answers for almost all your queries. So let's wait for another 15-20 minutes. Let me complete this. Okay. So this is a globally recognized course. The exams are conducted in India, and it is not like the jobs will be available only in India or only in US. People after doing CFA can move to virtually any country for any finance background because this is recognized all over the world. Okay. So yes, now people were asking, how can we, when can we start with CFA? Any final year graduate can start with level 1 exam. For giving level 2, you should have completed your graduation, that is BCom या जो भी कर रहे हो तुम, plus your CFA level 1. For level 3, you should have completed level 2. So yes, 3 levels. Passport, as I said, is membership, is compulsory for giving any paper. Rather, I would say at the time of registration itself, they'll be asking your passport number. So unless you have passport, you cannot start with the exam. Okay, if your passport has expired, get it renewed and then apply for this course. So for level 1, last year of BCom, compulsory. For level 2, BCom should be completed plus level 1. For level 3, level 2 should be completed. So like I said, after you complete all the 3 levels, you will still not be classified as a charter holder. You will be classified as a charter holder provided you have this 36 months of experience. 36 months of practical experience requirement is there. That means in the finance background, you should have this experience. If you have it, then you can apply for membership and you will then be classified as a CFA charter holder. Someone was asking minimum time to pass all the 3 exams. See, minimum as per the new CBT. CBT means computer-based test pattern. Candidate will now can clear between 1 to 1.5 years. Earlier, there used to be paper-based exams. When I gave my exam, I solved everything on paper. Now, CFA Institute realized after this pandemic that we need to upgrade our systems. We need to start taking exams on computers. CFA, FRM, ACCA, there are so many courses where the administrating body have already started with the computer-based testing pattern. Earlier, there used to be the CFA level 1 used to be twice a year. CFA level 2 and level 3 used to be once a year. Now the entire pattern has changed. In the next slide, you will realize what is the new and the fresh exam pattern for the CFA exams. So like I said, complete the level 3 of CFA, have practical experience requirement. You can join membership of the CFA, local CFA body. Like whenever you can say there is some CFA chapter, the CFA body in India as well, because see, CFA is a US-based institute. So they have some small offices, small bodies which conducts webinars, seminars for CFA qualifieds in the country, where you can join and have connections with the fellow charter holders, fellow CFA charter holders. Exams. What is local CFA? There is nothing called as local CFA now. There is nothing called as local CFA. There is only one CFA Institute, which is a US-based body. Bhageshri is asking, in accounts, there are less career growth. Bhageshri, nothing like it. All the fields are equally, you could say, important, because unless you have an accountant in the company, you will not be preparing financial statements. So every field has its own importance. You cannot say career growth is limited in accounts and it is unlimited in finance. I know people who did CFA but still not growing in that field. I know people who cleared CFA and are earning in lakhs and crores of rupees. So yes, that ultimately depends. See, this CFA degree or CFA course will just give you normal certification, which will help ease the process for you in the job. That does not mean that world will come to you with open arms giving you job. ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है. We have to be realistic. We have to be practical in life. Yes, but things will become much more easier when you have the certification along with the knowledge in the finance. समझ में आता है? Obviously, you will basically CFA is a person, for example, who will manage your funds. I am a qualified person. Obviously, you will believe me more than any person who has just done BCom. Basically, खाली इतना फर्क है. So obviously, the trust factor with me will be much more than anybody else. Ankita was asking one question, sir. I am masters in commerce in accounting and finance, part two students and a CA intermediate student, but I am not interested in continuing further with CA anymore. Looking for more career options, and I'm curious about CFA and definitely see myself doing well if I go with it. Will my knowledge in accounting and finance from my masters and CA intermediate in any way be helpful for CFA? Is the syllabus completely different? How should I prepare myself? So I think this is a common question with everyone. First of all, things you have learned in your masters in finance, masters in commerce, whatever, and your CA intermediate will definitely help you out. If not 100%, then 50% knowledge. Once knowledge is never wasted, I would say, because there are subjects like accountancy in CFA as well. CFA level 1, majority of the CFA level 1 course is structured around 2 subjects, which is accounts and ethics. So, and I will just read out one point. It is extremely important to have proper understanding of accounts and ethics in order to clear CFA level 1. So yes, that will definitely help you out. Generally, we say that you need around 300 hours of study. If you go to the CFA Institute website, they will say that as per the survey taken by CFA Institute from the CFA students, they say around 300 hours of studies are required per level to clear the paper. Plus or minus 100 hours depending on the previous qualification. For example, I did my CFA level 1 in less than 100 hours. Why? Because I was a chartered accountant. I had a broad knowledge about the finance background already. So it was very easy for me to clear level 1 with 100 hours of study. For anyone who has no idea what CFA is and what finance is, might take 250 to 300 hours. समझ में आता है? So that depends on your previous qualification as well. How should I prepare for CFA? Enroll for the CFA course, get the books, start with the classes, along with the classes, start studying, and you can give your exam. I think the next exam is in the month of May for level 1. So guys, these are the subjects which are there in all the 3 levels. This is the weightage or the marks allotted, total 100 marks paper. Total, there are 10 subjects in level 1 and level 2. Level 1 and level 2 having 10 subjects: ethics, quants, economics, FRA means accounts, financial reporting and analysis, corporate finance, equity, fixed income, derivatives, AI, and portfolio management. These are the 10 subjects which you are going to study for level 1. तुमको लगेगा sir 10 subjects, yes 10 subjects, but believe me, some of the subjects are very small. For example, derivatives carries only 5 marks. Therefore, hardly you can say 70-75 pages is the entire subject. Alternate investment is much less than that, maybe 50 pages. समझ में आता है? If the weightage is less, the amount of time you have to spend on that particular subject is also less. Level 2 also has 10 subjects. Level 3 has just 7 subjects because corporate finance, FRA, and quants. Quants is nothing but maths. These 3 subjects are not there in level 3. Therefore, level 3 has 7 subjects. Level 1 and 2 has 10 subjects. So like I said, generally on an average, we say 300 hours plus or minus 50 or 100 hours depending on the previous qualification. They are again saying 250 to 350 hours. I will give BCom second year in April this year. Can I give November 21 for CFA level 1? Yes, why not? Because if you remember, final year graduate. So you are in the second year. Anonymous attendee, can you please confirm this from the administrative staff once? Since you are in second year, BCom second year, please confirm this, that whether can you enroll for the level 1 examination in the second year or not. Basically, here in the presentation, they are saying final year graduate. So ideally, you should be in the third year. You can still get this confirmed by the admin staff. Okay, so like I said earlier, there used to be paper-based tests. Now there will be computer-based tests. That means the exam is conducted on computers. So you might ask, sir, do we have to type everything on computers? Basically, no, because level 1 and level 2 is completely objective type. That means you have to tick mark the correct answers, MCQ-based questions. 4 options, select one, get the correct answer. Correct answer, you carries marks. Wrong answer, no negative marking, you will get 0. So from Feb 21, basically this is the Feb 21 exam. Feb 21 is the first computer-based exam. You might be knowing people who I personally know there are few of my colleagues who are giving CFA level 1, level 2, level 3 for the first time as a computer-based exam in Feb itself. It is a 10-day period. See, there used to be only 1-day exam for paper-based, but now because of COVID-19, what they said that it is impossible to accommodate so many students in one single center, because in Mumbai generally there are 2 to 3 centers. Basically, I don't know whether you are from Mumbai or not. Mumbai mein Kandivali mein Thakur College is one of the center, and there is one or more centers. I think so Xavier ya kuch ek do aur centers hai. There are only 2 to 3 centers in Mumbai. Similarly, centers are not available at all the locations. There are minimum centers. Mumbai mein hai. All the metro cities basically have centers. Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, सब जगह मिल जाएगा तुमको. But for example, people who are staying in some village might have to travel to the metro city to give the paper. The paper is a 1-day single exam, single day mein. It is spread across 10 days. मतलब you can book on any day in this 10 days. You can book in on any day on this 10 days. Depending on the seat availability, you will be getting the exam ticket. The question is 180 questions. Earlier, there used to be 240 questions when I gave my paper. The number of questions are reduced to 180. At 400 locations globally, the paper is 2.25 hours session. 2.25 hours मतलब 2 hours 15 minutes के paper होंगे. And 2 hours 15 minutes का first session and 2 hours 15 minutes का second session. That means 4.5 hours. Total exam is for 4.5 hours. Total 180 questions. That means 90 questions in the first half and 90 questions in the second half. 90 questions per session. Totally multiple choice question. If you would have passed level 1 in Feb, then you could have registered for level 2 in August. If you don't pass level 1 in Feb, then you can retake level 1, restart with level 1 in August 21. So now since Feb 21 ka option is over, since Feb 21 exams are over, you're almost at the verge of getting over. You have to, the first exam which will come for level 1 is August 2021. Durga is asking about passing marks. Acha, this is a very, very important question. So listen to me very carefully. Basically, CFA Institute has a little different approach with respect to marks. They don't disclose the marks of the candidate. They don't disclose the passing criteria. That means nobody in the world knows that what is the passing percentage. Yeah, passing percentage pata chalta hai that how many students cleared, but what is the passing marks? That means out of 180 students, 180 questions, how many questions you should get correct? Nobody knows. They say that this is highly confidential detail, which we are not going to share with anyone. But still people say that out of 180 questions, if you manage to get 70% correct, then you can say you will be easily clearing the exam. 70% of the questions should be clear. So definitely you are going to clear the paper. I know for a fact that for people who are confident of not getting 70% correct, have still cleared the examination. But since we don't know what is the passing criteria and how exactly CFA Institute gives this benefit, CFA Institute marks the paper, we will not be able to manage, understand this. Samajh mein aata hai? But since you have asked this question, people say that ethics, there are 10 subjects. So there will be questions on all the 10 subjects. So do we have to pass in all the subjects individually? Iska bhi answer is no. Matlab, suppose out of 10 subjects, in one subject you are not getting adequate number of marks. Still, it does not mean that you are going to fail the exam. But out of that, people say ethics as the most important. And if you fail ethics, that means even if you get 100% correct in all the subjects, all the other subjects, still you will not clear the paper. CFA Institute has not told this, but this is what a general rumor is. कि CFA pass करना है, basically ethics तो definitely pass करना है, otherwise you are definitely gone, you are failed. There is no negative marking. Right, you get 1 mark. Wrong, you get 0. No negative mark. So, like I said, 2 hours 15 minutes, 2 hours 15 minutes, total 4 hours, 4.5 hours, split between morning and afternoon session. You will be getting a break after the first session, break, and then the afternoon session. The exam will be done on one day itself. You have to select from a window of 10 days which day you have to give the exam. Level 2 exams, earlier there used to be only once a year, now it is twice a year. Level 3, earlier there used to be once a year, now it is twice a year. Level 1 and level 2 is completely objective MCQ type. Level 3 is divided into written exam as well as the MCQ exam. The first session is written. That means you will have to write the answers. Now you will have to type the answer since it is computer based. In the second half, you will have to give normal MCQs like you used to do for level 1 and level 2. Again, level 3 is twice a year. If you want, you can just click a screenshot or a photograph of this particular slide. So like I said, key to crack level 1 is performing good in ethics and FRA. Why FRA? Because FRA has the highest weightage along with ethics. And ethics in all level is extremely important. Don't clear ethics, don't clear CFA. Clear ethics gives you more chances of clearing with the CFA level, even if you don't clear in any of the 9 subjects. In any of the 9 subjects, मेरे को एक subject में अच्छा marks नहीं आया, still you will be getting, they will be considering you for next level. वैसा. So like I said, more than 70, you can easily say that I am definitely going to clear the paper. 51 to 70 chances hai, you will clear depending on what the criteria has been set by CFA Institute. Less than 50, extremely risky. You are not clearing the paper, not clearing the exam. That means you'll have to resit the exam for the next time. Okay. So CFA level 1, 4 times in a year. There used to be 2 times in a year when I gave my paper. Now it is 4 times: Feb, May, August, and November. Feb is gone for you. The earliest is May. If you want to give, the earliest is May. Achha, the question is it possible to give the exam level 1 clear karke immediately level 2 in next 2 to 3 months? Can I give it? The answer is no. CFA says, Institute says, the time gap between level 1 and level 2 and level 3 should be minimum 6 months. Matlab at least 6 months time gap should be available before 2 consecutive levels. This is what they say. So like I said, the test centers are available at so many locations: Mumbai, Kolkata, Bangalore, New Delhi, Chennai, Ahmedabad, Pune, Jaipur, Lucknow, Hyderabad. These are the only locations. If you are from any remote location, you might have to go to the nearest center for giving the exam. And from level 1, from February, level 1 computer-based exams is on the scheduling window of 10 days. Like I said, you can enroll, give the exam in any of the 10 days window which is given by the CFA Institute. Test center confirmation will be displayed on the admission ticket. The admission ticket will be given to you. उसके ऊपर सब कुछ लिखा हो. If you want, you can click a picture of this as well, but I don't think this is more relevant to you right now. This becomes more relevant. For 2021, what is the schedule? For 2022, what is the schedule for CFA level 1, 2, and 3? We are in 21 right now, but level 1 ke liye Feb is already gone. That means the earliest you can give exam is in May. For giving exam in May, you will have to enroll and register for the course immediately because there is a due date after which you cannot enroll. So you can get all the information from the CFA website as well. May, August, and November. Level 2 in May and August, level 3 in May and November. For 2022, level 1 things remain same. For level 2, instead of May, level 2 will be in Feb. The only difference from 2022 is the level 2 of May will now be in Feb. A candidate cannot repeat the same level. Write the next level in the immediate next quarter. Like I said, there has to be a minimum time gap of approximately 6 months before between two exams. Minimum 6 months of time gap is required. You cannot give your exams in three months. So earlier there used to be 2.5 year to 3 years minimum to complete all three levels of CFA. Now you can complete it in the half time, that is 1.5 to 2 years. 1.5 से 2 साल के अंदर you can complete the entire CFA journey. For example, if you would have taken December 20 level 1, May 21 level 2 and November 21 level 3, तो November 21 में एक ही साल के अंदर you would have completed all the CFA examination. But there are hardly any students who are doing this. Option B is take level 1 in Feb 21, August 21 में level 2 and May 22 में level 3. But again, this option is also not available to you since Feb 21 is gone. So now the earliest you can start is giving level 1 in May. Giving level 1 in May. Level 2 you will not be able to give in August because like I said 3 months का minimum time gap होना चाहिए. तो June, July, August 6 months का time gap. There is only 3 months time gap. तो earliest you can give level 2. The earliest you can give level 2 is Feb of 2022. If you give level 1 in May, level 2 you can give in Feb and level 3 you can give in November 22. Okay. So what all things, what all books needs to be learned? Basically, EduPristine will provide you its own notes in a summarized form. You can buy book of an author called Schwezer, which is the famous author for CFA. This is another author which generally students follow. So Schwezer is one. Second, notes given by EduPristine. Third, you might get books from CFA Institute as well. You can order books from CFA Institute. They will ship from US to India, but that will be little costly. Soft copies will be available for free when you register for the course. So from soft copies, computer से तुमको पढ़ना अच्छा लगता है, तो even you can study from the CFA material as well. The question banks are available on CFA. Question bank for solving and practicing are available on Institute's website. Even EduPristine will be giving you some of the question bank. Regular tests will be taken. Faculty itself will be giving some important notes from examination point of view. Okay, so one important thing, calculators. You cannot use your normal calculators for your examination. That is not allowed. Compulsorily, without calculators, you cannot enter exam. Just like your passport, calculator is another important thing for exams. These are only 3 calculators which are allowed for the exams: HP2, HP12C, Texas BA2 Plus, and Texas BA2 Plus Professional. Which one, according to me, is the best calculator? The second one, Texas BA2 Plus. This is the calculator. The calculator costs you around 2,000 rupees, 1,500, 2,000. I don't remember the exact cost. You can get it from a very good stationery shop. BA2 Plus. This is the calculator which you can use for all the 3 levels. You don't need HP12C here. Texas BA2 Professional. This is not required because the extra functions which are there in professional calculator is never required across the CFA curriculum for all the level 3. So yes, generally people use the second calculator, which is BA2 Plus. Regarding exam, cost. Again, if you want, just click a picture of this slide. For May 21 is gone. August 21, sorry, May 21 is not gone. May के लिए अगर if you want to register for May, तो last date is 23rd, which is day after. That means you have just 2 days to register for May 21 paper. If you want to give CFA in May 21, then you just have 2 days. Contact the EduPristine team immediately. Make up your mind as fast as possible if you want to give in May. Otherwise, you can plan for August. Anyway, if you go for early registration, suppose you would have gone for early registration, so you could have saved $300. The difference between standard registration and early registration is $300. That means register early, save $300. Register on the standard date, don't save it. Late registration will incur 30,000 rupees more. 30,000 wo kitna hota hai dollars mein you convert, you will understand. So enrollment fee is a one-time cost for $50. That means you will have to pay this to the CFA Institute. Again, everything has to be paid to CFA Institute directly. EduPristine will just help you for enrollment. So this is the total cost with respect to exam dates, fees, structure, everything. You can move to the CFA Institute website. CFA Institute website will have all the details with respect to the cost. This is a one-time cost. That means even if you fail the exam, you did not pay it once again. But if you fail any of the level, you will have to pay once again, pay either $700 or $1,000 once again. $1,000 comes to 70,000 rupees. I hope you understand this point. Durga is asking, should I go for MBA in finance or should I go for CFA? See, basically, Durga, as far as I understand, MBA is a full-time course, CFA is a part-time course. CFA may you need not go to any college. You can do, this is like doing it from home, sitting at home, you have to taking lectures online or taking lectures from classroom and giving your papers. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि you have to go to the field, you have to attend colleges. There is no such college. So yes, both can be done simultaneously. There were people who were doing CFA and CA simultaneously. There were people who are doing MBA and CFA simultaneously. Yes. $450 is one-time cost for all the levels. You did not pay it once again for level 2 or level 3. This is like an entry fee for coming into CFA candidacy. For getting CFA candidacy, you will have to pay this $450. If you just want, you can click a picture for this. So like I said, you will not get the marks which you get. So you will not come to know the marks which you get. Suppose out of 180 questions, you get 100 marks. You will never know that whether you got 100 marks, 150 marks or 80 marks. But they will be giving something called as this graph. In this graph, these are the 3 lines and this is your performance. This blue is your performance. If it is above this dotted lines, above this first dotted line, then you can say you got more than 90 percentile. Above this line means you have passed the paper. And below this, see, this is a failure. This is a failure. Why? Because this is ye middle wale line ke niche. This is exactly on the middle line. That means you have just on the borderline, you have cleared the CFA level 1 exam, level 2 exam, level 3 exam. All the levels, you will get the same type of chart along with your result. You will not get the marks. You will get this for the entire level 1 as a whole and for all the subjects. 10 subjects, so there will be 10 different graphs explaining how did you perform in each of the particular subject. इसके ऊपर आया तो you will be considered as more than 90 percentile. That means the best result. This is average result. This is complete failure. This is pass, just pass. This is just pass. How working people can crack CFA through EduPristine? See, first of all, you can go for weekend batches. So you can manage it. Otherwise, you can go for online classroom training, online training, whereby the recorded sessions will be available to you. You can check that at your own convenience. So working people can either go for weekend session or the recorded sessions. Who employs CFA charter holder? Basically, investment management, wealth management, brokers, investment banking, buy side, sell side. Matlab, sell side is brokers, buy side is your mutual funds, consulting organizations, advisory, corporate treasury. These are all the general domains of a CFA charter holder. Financial modeling, for example, if you want to prepare a financial model for a particular company which is into steel industry, so how the business operates, learning about the entire business model, and then preparing a financial modeler and the value of a particular company, financial model. Equity research, in which companies share to invest in, doing the research of a particular sector, particular industry, particular company. Credit analyst, whether to give loan to a particular borrower or not. Uska financials kya hai, what is his credit profile, riskiness, amount of interest to be charged, everything. Banking jobs, bank mein easily job lagega. Analyst fund fact sheet, analyst indexing. Basically, non-traditional areas like merger and acquisitions, debt instruments handling, stock exchange ke kaam, basically anything and everything. If I want to summarize, I would say anything and everything with respect to finance can be handled by a person who has cleared level 2, level 3 of CFA. Project manager, pricing operations, process management. Nowadays, there is a job title called CRO, Chief Risk Officer. That means his job is to manage the risk in the company. He wants to minimize the risk and with correspondingly maximize the return. Because you cannot afford to take more and more risks. There is always a risk appetite. So managing the risk is also a domain area for CFA. Yeah, CFA cleared people. Financial consultant, where to invest in, what are the insurance products, what is analyzing the risk profile of a particular person. For example, a client will come to you, you will analyze his risk profile, you will analyze the amount of wealth he currently has, his salary, and you will guide him for where to invest, how to invest, how much money to invest. Basically, will build his portfolio, research associate, risk credit officer. ये वाले सारे job होंगे. From the CFA Institute website, these are all the jobs. Yeah, job function: consultancy, financial advisor, portfolio manager, investment banking, risk officer, accountants, auditor, strategy, risk manager, risk analyst. These are the companies which generally hire. जो मैंने start में बता दिया था. Generally, all the multinational companies which require hardcore finance background. JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, United Bank, all the banks, insurance companies, या फिर broker firms, for example, angel broking, will definitely need work of a CFA charter holder. About EduPristine, so and EduPristine is the largest and the oldest and the best authorized training partner. You can say EduPristine has so many different courses: US CMA, US CPA, CFA, ACCA. CFA is one of the, you can say, USP of EduPristine, because we are the largest, oldest, and the authorized training partner for CFA. More than 2,000 students are being trained each year by EduPristine itself. We are basically a member of a US-based company at Telum Global Education, which is a New York Stock Exchange listed company, which has a headquarter in US. We take pride in training 142,000 degree students. Basically, degrees, qualifications like accounting, finance, we are into that. We have operations in 6 cities. This is specifically about EduPristine, 6 cities. That means you need not be in Mumbai. Even if you are from a remote area, still you can contact us, get the online lectures, or go to the nearest center. We were founded in 2008. Telum is basically the parent company. NBFC, definitely you can get a good job in NBFC, because non-banking financial companies is also might require basically that depends on what is the actual business of the NBFC. NBFC is into giving loans, is into investments. What exactly is the business of NBFC? Us per depend karega. But yes, the doors will be opened for you as a CFA qualified for NBFC. CFA and ACCA both, yes, definitely both are possible simultaneously, because there are no colleges for both CFA and ACCA. So yes, you can enroll for both at a time. Professional experience is compulsory. There is no professional experience required for CFA level 1. If you want to get the membership of CFA, then you have to give 36 months of professional experience. Then you can get membership. You can clear all the 3 levels of CFA without any professional experience. You can click a picture of this. Around 120 hours of classroom training, 120 hours of online live training, and a crash course is available for 5 days. Mock exams are taken, regular tests are being taken. The course will be completed much before examination time, so that you get enough time for self-study and practice. The books will be provided. soft copy as well as hard copy. You will be getting a login whereby you will be able to practice question banks, because basically CFA is all about practice. You can learn the concept once, but you have to apply those concepts in number of questions. So you will be able to do that. Lecture timings are basically on weekends so that it suits people who are in who are actually working professionals, because they will not be able to come on weekdays. So we are having a facility of weekend 9 to 2 या फिर 3 to 8 p.m. 5-hour lecture. 5-hour lecture, basically 120 hours, मतलब 24 days में will be completing the portion. It will be on weekend, so it will run into 3 to 4 months. Validity of registration, not sure on this point. Information from the CFA website, but as far as I know, 2 से 3 साल तो minimum run validity. The validity is minimum 2 to 3 years. The exact dates you can check it from the CFA website. You don't need to know the validity. Sure that you are going to clear the paper. If you clear the papers consecutively, suppose August में दिया, फिर May में दिया, November में दिया, not even know such things for a fact. Something about EduPristine more. Generally, the batch size is limited to students so that in person, like I said, the sessions will be recorded and it will be uploaded on the LMS. Industry experts of the faculties. We have qualified CFA. We have friends taking the placement assistance will be given post clearing the CFA. Resume building, mock interviews, soft skill preparation, so that you will be much more confident at the time of giving interviews. Soft skill training related some information is given. That awareness will be given, self-awareness, ability to understand intent of communication, basically how to communicate in an interview, what should be your personality, how to dress up, basically everything and anything about the soft skills will be given to you. You are helped at the time of job interviews. This is the general rating for the faculties teaching CFA. 4.73 to 5. Regular feedbacks are being taken. The best part about take feedbacks at the end of every session. So you will have to rate the professors at the end of every session, that how was his teaching quality, was his ability to express his knowledge, everything. Like I said, in interview preparation help, placement help, building resumes, everything is help to the students of EduPristine. Past EduPristine results of CFA, you can get it from the admin staff once again, past EduPristine results, but it is much more than what the cutoff given by the CFA Institute. CFA Institute clears 45 to 50% of the students. We have more than 75 to 80%. Network issue at your place. Is it so? Others, please confirm. Jatin is asking about EduPristine's fee structure. Jatin, you can get directly from the EduPristine website. CFA to the EduPristine for level 1, 2, and 3. What is the discount which you can get if you enroll for all the 3 levels together or anything of that sort? For that, contact admin staff or you can visit the website. You will definitely understand that. Clear-cut indication is given. For finance, CFA is a good course, so which is the good course? For accounts, I would say the best course is CA. You can also do CMA or ICWA. The payment methods are completely online. You can give checks, online payment, NEFT, check, RTGS, Paytm, everything is acceptable. If you are ready to earn the most respected investment credential in the world, then enroll for the CFA program and register for CFA level 1. This is the CFA program is considered to be the golden standard in the finance background. There are many other courses in finance, but CFA is considered to be the gold standard. These are some, you can say, testimonials of people who have cleared CFA level 1, level 2 with EduPristine. Ankita asking, which professional qualification, CA or CFA, which one is better according to you? Frankly, Ankita, like I said, don't go on comparing apple with oranges. You cannot compare two things which is completely in different domain. Computers and laptops, yeah, computers and mobile phones ko tum nahi compare kar sakte ho. Everyone has its own utility. If you want to remain in the accountancy field, taxation field, then go for CA. Does not make sense to do CFA if you want to enter the uncharted territory of finance, which in itself is a good territory, which in itself is a you can say new area to learn. Then you should start with something called as CFA, giving you knowledge about how actually finance works in multinational companies, because there you will be dealing with not just 1 to 5 crore, 10 crore rupees, you will be dealing with hundreds, thousands of crores. When thousands of crores are involved, they need qualified people to manage their funds. Hedge funds, private equities, investment banking, these are the areas which is dedicated to investment professionals, to qualified people like CFAs. So अगर वो सब में interest है, तो बात है. If you are not at all interested, if you are a boring person, I would say, who is specifically into account, जिसको सिर्फ अकाउंट्स ही पसंद है, एंट्री मारेंगे, खुश रहे, समझ में आता है. I am not discrediting any profession. CA in itself is good. CA, I am for all the purposes a chartered accountant, but CFA has its own importance and significance. Don't try to compare both of them. How many months of study is required? Like I said, there is no months of study. You can say that on an average 300 hours of study is required. If you are from engineering background having no knowledge, you can extend the time to 400 hours. Maximum 400 hours of studies are required. You can easily clear level 1 paper. EduPristine support team will definitely get in contact with you, get in touch with you for any further queries regarding EduPristine's fees. You can talk to the staff directly. They will be better able to guide you for that. I am more of a person who can guide you technically with respect to the course. Practically उसमें क्या है, क्या नहीं है, या what is the fee structure specifically with respect to EduPristine, they will be better able to guide you. Or else you can just go to the website and get that information. I hope this was a very informative session for you guys. I am very sure. One second. Okay, I think I have handled and managed all of your queries. Most probably, almost all of any, you can talk to the admin staff. Let me know anything else is required, else we can just stop the session for today. Anything else? Anything else? Guys, I hope this was informative for everyone. I hope this was informative for everyone, and this will help you, assist you in taking the final ultimate decision. Enroll करना है, नहीं करना है, what is the cost, what is the structure, what is the fee, what are the subjects, everything were covered from start to end. So thank you so much. That's it from my end. We'll definitely meet up if you decide to enroll for this course. Definitely our paths will be crossed at the time of sessions. Chalo, thank you so much. Bye bye. Enjoy your balance weekend.